Philippe Yvergniaux. I'm the head of the North American operations of Invest in France agency. In a nutshell, Invest in France agency is a French government agency. We are 100% financed by the French taxpayers' money, with a sole mission, which is to assist the foreign investor, namely American investor here, in developing new activities in our country. So I will just have two messages today. I have a more complete presentation in the USB keys which have been distributed to you. My two messages today would be first, Europe. You certainly are listening to the news or reading the newspapers. We are in the middle of a euro crisis and so on. However, you should always have in mind that Europe is still by far the first regional economy. The total GDP of Europe, including the EU 27 plus Norway and Swiss, is $19 trillion, which makes it bigger than USA plus Canada plus Mexico, and much bigger than China plus Japan plus Korea, for instance. So this is a huge market. Europe, incidentally, is the first trading partner of the USA by far. That's about 20% of the American exports and 70% of the American imports are with the EU 27, so the European Union, which is big. So Europe is a natural destination for American companies and American investors. My second and last message today is, well, what about France in Europe? So I think the good news, well, you know that this year, 2012, was an interesting year for both countries since we have a major election. It's already passed in France, that was last month. We had a new president and now a new parliament, which are on the same party, same side. You will have your elections in November. The new government and the new president have already clearly stated that what their priorities in terms of economic policy and economic development are. We will, of course, have more details in the coming weeks when the first laws are passed and so on. However, it is very clear that the top priority of this government, as all the governments we had during the past 15 or 20 years, be it socialist or also left, center-left or center-right governments, will be to maintain the competitiveness and the attractiveness of the French economy. Just to give you some examples, the American companies have been for now many years the first investors in France. The USA are the first country of origin for foreign investors in France. We had 140 projects 2 years ago, 150 projects last year, so it's increasing, covering all sectors of activity from IT to food industry, mechanical industry, and oil and energy. This is very likely to continue, and we can tell you today that the foreign investors will always be very much welcome in France. Just yesterday, Amazon announced a new huge investment in France, which will create like 500 new jobs in our country, and this is the best example of what I'm telling to you. So thank you very much for your attention, and now I leave the floor to David.
Mark, actually,
Mark,
let me
sorry.
just